Yo, yo, yo. What up? Welcome everyone who decided to tune in already. If anyone's in here. I'm not sure. Yeah. So last night, I did the taping bit. This morning, did the fade with the gradient and all that. It didn't turn out exactly as I wanted it, but that's just, that's part of it. That's completely fine. So what I want to tackle today. Wait. Hold on. A couple things I'm not completely happy with. This bit right here, specifically, I'll show you. And wait, okay. See that? No matter how much I sand it down, this edge here will not disappear. I made it smooth and all that. It's very smooth, but you can still feel it. And therefore, you can see it. But oh well. Other than that, it's I don't know. Looks workable. So what I want to do now is I want to add the green bits. Now I could just grab green. But the idea is to hold on. I'm messing around with the sound. Because I was rewatching one of the streams and the sound is awful. Ooh, loo, 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 loo. Okay, that's good. I have no idea if the music is good or not. I can't hear the monitor. It's probably fine. I'll ask again when someone speaks up in chat. Okay, well, what was I saying again? Hey, Ro, how you doing? Music is not that loud. Should it be louder? A couple days ago, I rewatched one of the streams. I was like, I can't hear the music. The music is so soft, I can't even hear it. The music and all is good. The sounds. It's not muffling my voice. My voice is not peaking either. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Figuring out what to do next on this. So I could just use green paint, but the challenge is to not do that. Original idea, or the thing I'm trying to do, is only use the primary colors, which are magenta, cyan, and yellow, and then use black and white, obviously. Push the values and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna mix green. So for that we need cyan. And if this doesn't work, I'll just grab green, right? Paint's expensive. I have a whole bottle of green, so why wouldn't I use it? Yeah, why wouldn't I use it? Fuck this shit. Why waste paint? This stuff is expensive. Here. Got a full can. I never use it. My God. How full is it? Oh, wow. Look at that. It's completely full. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna mix my green. I'm just gonna use green. Fuck that shit. Type exclamation mark Jet Set Revolution if you dig the music. It's a new album by Vera FX. And it claps pretty hard. Claps pretty good. Okay. Start here. So I'm gonna move painting a bit. Ro, could you indulge me maybe with a simple question? Well, a simple answer. If I were to ask you to explain graffiti to me, what would you say? What is graffiti? Curious to your answer. Because everyone seems to somehow have a different answer. That always goes back to, it needs to be on a wall and it needs to be with spray cans. That's the answer I usually get. No problem. Take your time. All good. I'll wait for your answer until I start yapping about it myself. I need to speak more. I need to speak.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Gonna throw in a little bit of... Ah! Oh my... Oh, ooh, that was close. That was very close. Rowdy! What up? Thank you.
Come along, children. Now we're gonna have a little music.
Let's move in the camera a bit closer. On the camera, it looks like this is gray, right? But it's white. It's just a reflection of the window, the sun outside. See, now all of a sudden it's white again. Sort of white. There we go. Chilling with your nieces. Nice, nice. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Arm feels nice. I made a birthday present for someone whose birthday was last week.
Here we go now.
Arm feels a little bit tired, but that's fine. Especially the wrist mostly. Right now I am mixing my green with a little bit of yellow to give it a bit more of a toxic vibe. I really like toxic green. You don't even have to shine a light on that. It glows on its own. Beautiful. Look at that. That's... Oh, I love this color. So good. Whoa. Hold on, let me turn my monitor a little bit. So I hope my arm is having a case of the Mondays. It's having a case of carpal tunnel. With elbow and... With tennis and golfer's elbow. Sucks. Let me see. I don't think it needs to be on a wall or with spray paint unless you're looking for a strict definition. I think that would defeat the purpose of graffiti. part I like about graffiti is that it's so different and free in style. To apply rules as it needs to be on the wall feels like restricting the freedom part of it. Cool. So your answer leans towards the culture side of it. It's expression. Does that answer my question? It sure does. I was just wondering about your answer. Because a lot of people seem to have a different opinion on that. I asked Trash Tunes, and he was like, needs to be on a wall with spray paint. Otherwise, I don't count it as graffiti. Like, interesting take. How long have I been working on this? That's a good question. On and off again for about a month, I think. But I left it on the sideline for like a couple weeks too. Special parts what I care most about personally. Right. See, like, I have a very different idea on what graffiti is. I'm trying to find a way to separate it from the culture. And I'm trying to figure out a definition for the art form of graffiti. Like literally what its fundamentals are. What are the building blocks for it? I think I need to do this bit with white first. Yeah, definitely need to do white first, I'm afraid. Damn it. Because in the history of graffiti and why it has its form and its shape and what it is today is very based on the culture that revolved around it. As of like the 1950s and 60s. That's when graffiti as we know it today started to get its form as it is now. Before that, it was basically the same thing but with different intentions. Then people just scratched their name, or Kilroy was here after World War II. Advertisements, all that stuff was, etched into the wall. Now, used to be graffiti. How it is now it started in the 1950s, 60s. That eventually evolved into the hip-hop variant. Or, when hip-hop and graffiti came together. And so on and so forth. But all those big names, those big artists, have no idea what they're talking about when they try to explain graffiti. It's like, it comes from the heart, and this and that, and it's an expression, it's a battle, it's a fight. It's like, what? What are you talking about? That could be it for you, sure. I'm not gonna deny that. But it doesn't explain the art form that is graffiti. How do you explain the art form? Know what I mean? If it only counts, okay, something that's okay too. I think the main purpose should be you do, you have to write it. That's like surface level. That's surface level stuff. I'm trying to get down to the actual nitty gritty. And I think there is no clear definition for it yet, because graffiti as an art form is still in its infancy. It's still growing into what it's, becoming. But it isn't as well defined as, say, calligraphy, hyperrealism, cubism, landscape paintings, portraits. Those art forms are pretty well defined, right? Graffiti isn't. Which makes it hard to explain.
The dead will walk here.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Now I want to watch Nightmare on Elm Street again. I am working on a, it's a notebook, as it is now. I hope eventually that it turns into my my own grimoire. That'd be cool. Learning more about graffiti aside from its culture. I don't really like the graffiti culture. The writer culture, if you know what I mean. The illegal side of it. I don't like it.
From them, the blood of expiation.
Yeah, that looks awful. Yeah, I really think I have to... Yeah. Except for these. I'll try these out, because they already have. Ro? Ben jij mede kaaskop? Dat wist ik niet. Maybe hard to explain, but I think that if you say to regular Joe that you're a graffiti artist, then they would have a good idea what you mean, Joe. Yeah. I agree. Like graffiti, it's an umbrella term as well. That explains style, the place, the medium. Sure. But it's still not very clear. Like landscapes. Paintings of landscapes. Easy, right? Portraits. Paintings and or drawings of people's faces and their expression. Caricatures, right? Exaggeration of portraits. That's easy to explain. Now explain graffiti. As simple as that. Letters on a wall. Oh, maybe. Legal, illegal, who cares? And then we get to, but this is not on a wall, right? But it's clearly graffiti. Style means jack fucking shit. Style means absolutely nothing. Style is an exaggeration of fundamentals. That's it. It's an outcome, not a tool. If you style as a tool, then I would bet on the process being one of trial and error, since you're not really sure on what it is you're doing. Once you do know what you're doing, style will evolve. Style itself means absolutely nothing. Portraits, no. See, you can't. You can't do a portrait graffiti. Because that doesn't have letters. Graffiti can only be graffiti if it has letters. Now you could make a portrait out of letters. Sure. And you could see it as graffiti because it's letters. They're just, you know, placed in a way where it shows a portrait. That's a very cool idea. I really like that idea. But a graffiti portrait? You know, just a cartoon face sprayed on a wall with spray cans? Not graffiti. That's not graffiti. That's a portrait. A cartoon portrait, maybe. Whatever. But characters are not a thing in graffiti. They go well together, but it's not graffiti. Graffiti is letters. Oh, don't be sorry. Come on now. We're learning stuff, right? Like I have a Word document that I've been working on off and on again for at least a year now. And there's a part in there about the fundamentals of graffiti, the elements of graffiti. Which, as far as I understand it, has 5 elements to it. Give me a sec, I'll look them up again. I don't know them. I don't know them from heart. Oh, could be. I talk on and off about this stuff every so many months. Just to get a feel for what other people are thinking. Maybe I can find a definition in there, you know? Like, I came up with that graffiti purely in its art form, not the culture. Basically, boxed letters. But I feel like that doesn't explain it well enough.
And it's so easy.
Because if I just write my name, right, with big, giant block letters on a piece of paper, yeah, you wouldn't say that's graffiti. But if I do the exact same thing on a wall with spray cans, then you could say it's graffiti. Huh? And what makes graffiti graffiti? If I spray calligraphy on a wall, does that count as graffiti? Maybe culturally, yeah. But in its art form? Maybe not. Banksy, street art. It's not graffiti. Because it's not, you know, letters. And that's it. That's it. It's not letters. So it's pop art or street art. Something like that. That's graffiti, you know? Yeah, that's that umbrella term again. Which, you know, is fine. For the people that walk past it and go like, oh, that looks cool. People don't do graffiti or art, right? Like, sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's graffiti. Whatever. It's an umbrella term. here on the Blipstream, we go a little deeper since we focus on the art form of graffiti. Like, allow me to make a giant leap here. Like in movies, you could say Satanism is devil worship. It's evil. But in real life, it's far from that. But because of the umbrella term and perceived notions, it gets thrown in there. Know what I mean? BRB in 5 minutes? No problem, bro.
They don't want us to speak. Alone we may be weak, but together we run the streets, my dog. Ron cities are turf. Mess around, you'll get murked. We don't have no laws, oh no. Until the golden rhinos threatened our survival. Took a dark point, now we rivals. One thing I forgot, you don't recall the plot. We never really listened to the 5 Assassins blasting weapons of mass destruction. Bullets passing, Bantam Street, it's rugged. Coin is going, no longer strong assumptions. Harukaku forces, but we're bluffing. Alone we might be something y'all can mess with. But the GG's gonna help with our vengeance. Off to Tokyo too. With Gigi's power, we finna find coin and end those fools for real. Vengeance.
Yo, seldom traveled by the multitude. The devil's dabble has a couple food. My culture's screwed cause this world is misconstrued. Small countries exempt from food cause leaders have different views. You choose.
What mean the world to me is being free. Live and let live and just let it be. Let it be. Love, peace, and harmony. One universal family. One God, one aim, and one destiny.
Oh yeah? Imagine life without a choice at all. Giving a vote without a voice at all. These be the problems that we face. I'm talking poverty and race, but no matter what the case, we gotta. City is standing, we moving a tandem. Your crew couldn't fathom. We repping the fashion, the mushing and mashing. I'm through what you has been. Your crew better cash in. Don't even start me ripping up your party. Put us on the marquee, we clutch without the car keys.
Molten lava, too hot for Tyler's, too hot for you bother. I'm the globetrotter, party block rocker, heart and showstopper. Break it all proper. Lyrics to go, yo, the time crew stole will flow. Yo, I'm funky fresh, I got style and finesse. From the north to the south, to the east to the west. And if the roof's on fire, put the pen to the paper. I fade with the Jada, it's the live motivator. And from shore to shore, and from sea to sea, and everywhere that we go, we're the place to be. And like that, rock the house. And just in case that you forget the way we will be rocking it from.
It's an interesting topic. I like thinking about it. What is it? How could I further my knowledge on this subject? Will my graffiti art improve if I know more about its history? Or understand a clearer definition for what it is? So I can, more easily figure out the tools? Like if I know what to focus on, what elements, fundamental elements, I will grow as a graffiti artist, not a writer. There's a difference. I'm not a graffiti writer. I stopped the moment, the day I turned 18. I may have gone out once or twice after that, but not a fan anymore. I did enjoy it a lot. No more. I don't want to accept things as they are just because I want them to be that way. It's not how I do my stuff. This definitely needs more. Fuck. I'm rushing through this. I shouldn't do that. I'm curious. Maybe if I just do the same thing as I usually do, which is, you know, add more and more layers until I'm pleased with the ground color. Before I start, you know, applying shading and highlights and whatnot.
The young must know it. The old must know it.
The whole idea that graffiti needs to be illegal on the street, it's such a dumb thing. It can be so much more than that. So much more. Instead of people screaming bullshit about real graffiti. Now, fair enough, fair enough. I'm not a part of its history, right? I wasn't going out, you know, during the 1980s, whatever. I wasn't even born. So, about its origins and history, I don't have a lot to say. I can't. Gotta respect, the history of it. It started as a thing. But as cultures, traditions, whatever change, so does graffiti. Should graffiti. That's the bit I'm focusing on. But you definitely see a lot of people sticking to what graffiti was back in the day. How it started as we know it today. Which is rebellion, right? Which is totally fine. I think it'd be very cool if graffiti could grow as a legitimate art form. Where, the great artists of the world determine or decide, right, the rules of graffiti. Not the cultural rules, the art form's rules. So that we may analyze, learn, build, and break those rules. But for rules to be broken, we first need to understand what the rules actually are. That's what I'm aiming at. This track is a banger. I wish it was longer. Blah, 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 blah. I can speak. Promise. I can talk. I can speak. Yeah, anyone who's watching, feel free to jump in the conversation. What do you think graffiti actually is? What is it for you? What do you think its definition is? No wrong answers. Well, maybe wrong answers, but you know, that's. Also, just as an extra disclaimer side note, I'm not gonna tell you what you can and cannot believe or think is true or not. That's all up to you. And I'm trying to get a solid understanding of the art form. So I can grow in it.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be seeing you again soon. Jet Set Radio.
Time for 2 Mellows album. Nice.
Hey, crank up the volume and wake up the neighbors. Are you hearing this or what? Is your heart pounding with the beat? Am I getting through to you? Show me what you got. I'm counting on y'all.
put this piece on my wall when it's graffiti now. This already counts as graffiti. To some it might be fake graffiti, whatever. Those people need to get off their high horse. But you know, I don't really bother with those people. There's a big difference in am I saying that correctly? I'm not sure if I said that correctly. A lot of graffiti writers are kind of douchebags, and they tend to stick to their guns, even if they're proven wrong. They don't care, which definitely fits within the graffiti culture.
It's a brand new day in Tokyo. Headlining the news is the recent statement from Goji Rokaku on the graffiti gangs.
Yeah, I've met some writers where I went like, whoa, your stuff is cool and all that, and then I met them or noticed some of their behavior on the yard, the legal yard. I'm like, wow, you're a piece of shit. I don't like you. Your work is cool, but I don't like you. It happens with unfortunately with a lot of writers. Lol. Jokes? Are you having fun? How dare you? Hee. Gotcha. You have an example? Feel free to share. I've had some issues with an old school writer, you know, from the oude Gart. And yeah, a friend of mine went over him on a legal wall. To which you might think, it's a legal wall, what the fuck? Which is correct. But it was the day after, right? So it was a little fast. Okay. Oops. Mistakes have been made. My bad, you know, fine. Let's paint together one day and you know, sorry I went over your stuff the day after you painted it, right? That's okay. Is what could have been said. But no. That dude immediately started threatening. He went on to destroy our artwork on the yard. The legal wall. The note like, respect your elders or I'm gonna fuck you up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, wow, okay, hostile. Which sucked, because his work was actually pretty damn good. But that dude himself is just an asshole. It's too bad. His work actually was pretty damn good. Yeah, he destroyed my work. Then I went back, I sacrificed the can to, you know, let him know what I thought. That he was being a childish little dick. And if he could please let me out of his drama, because I have nothing to do with it. It's illegal. It's a legal wall. Get the fuck over yourself. If you don't want your artwork to be destroyed, don't leave it outside, right? Simple. Now, obviously, a little bit of respect goes a long way. If you see a new piece on the yard, don't go over it immediately. Pick an old one. Right? Pick a piece that's been there for like a couple weeks. Sure. Paint over the entire thing, right? Do a background, keep it clean. Rules of conduct. It's normal, it's fine. But to get immediately so vigilant because you used the right graffiti back in the 1980s? Get out of here. Yeah, that was weird. Those guys, their feud went on for some time. Really stupid. There was some legit threats being made. It's like, whoa. Okay, I'm staying out of this. I'm not in the mood to find photos of knives in my DMs. All good, I'm good. I think it was from that moment on when I really started to search for a definition for graffiti that's not related to the culture, just the art form, the thing it's growing into. That's what I'm trying to learn, to figure out. For the example, just the general behavior which makes you want to vomit with some force. Wow. Overconfident and smug presentation error, which just feels like a giant overcompensation. Ah, small pee-pee power. I know what you mean. No matter how good someone is, I always find it hard to take someone seriously who displays that kind of behavior. Same here. Same here. Absolutely. It's funny. The actual good artists that I really look up to are so fucking humble. They're so humble. They're so nice. They're really nice people. Like Nina. I forgot her name. She does very big and beautiful murals of animals. She was on in Rotterdam with Pow Wow. Deuce. Digital Deuce. Amazing. Replies very professionally and kindly to DMs. It's pretty good. John Grimm, who goes out of his way to really try and help people who have questions without, judging or without being like, oh, I've been painting for 20 plus years. I've been teaching art. No. He actually helps you. It's amazing. And you got other artists who I'm not going to name because I'll probably meet them someday, or I go like, your work sucks, or it could be better. It's not, it's not that special. It's fine. It exists. But that's that, I can't really do anything with it. It's not blowing my world open. Those people, artists, usually the one I'm thinking of particularly has a little bit of an ego. It's like, ugh. People don't even want your artwork for free. The majority. Unless they know exactly who you are. But the work itself means it's not that good. And then they proceed to steal paint. Alright? It's like, no. Nah, thank you. Not interested. I've met some smug fucking graffiti artists. Ugh. Like, sure, your letters look cooler than mine, but you have no idea how to explain to me how you make your letters. You can only do the one letter. Adam Duff. Name does not ring a bell. Feel free to share a link if you want. One artist I really like is page 33. 30s with words, the second 3's with a number. Wow. Her artwork is amazing. It's so cool. She's really nice. Really calm. sent her a message once, like, yo, I'm interested in painting, blah blah blah. I want to learn. She was very open. If I ever needed help or something, she just sent her a message like, you don't even know me. It's really nice. Thank you. That was cool. Then you get other bitches who like, you gotta do illegal, but you're not a real graffiti artist if you don't, but. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Right? Weird. I like how John Grimm said in his latest video. Well, was it his latest video? Was that on Instagram? He said something around the lines of, if graffiti writers from back then weren't so high up their own ass, graffiti as an art form would have been so much further along right now. But no. Because of ignorance and hubris, graffiti is still in its infancy. And barely anyone can properly explain what it actually is. How they do it. It's too bad. But it's fine. It's fine. Oh, let me check that out. Yo, to the new to the old. Let me see. And mute. Oh, it's oh, okay. I need to listen to this on my own time. Artist crippling guilt. That's another side of it. That's one bit you won't often see in graffiti. Being aware that you don't know and feeling bad about it. Oh, I know what artist guilt or imposter syndrome. It's not the exact same thing, but it's close. If I'm assuming wrong, please correct me. I don't mind being wrong, but I don't like it. Through the ADD? Well, I'm a textbook example of ADHD. Type 4. Strong ADD with light ADHD. That's me. Imposter syndrome. That's such a... That's what happens when you focus on style. When you think that style is the thing that makes you a better artist. It's not. It's really not. I draw like this because it's my style. Nah, bitch. You draw like this because you don't know how to draw anything else. It's not a style. That's inability you're refusing to admit. Which in itself is fine. Nobody cares but you. Be nice if you, you know, realize that so you can move on from that. That'd be good. Okay, I need to fix some bits of this painting where I didn't tape it properly. It would have taken way too long to tape it. Like here. This is the inside of this. This. Here. This 3D. 3D. Fuck. Maybe I should have taken an extra day. An extra roll. Oh well. But it's an interesting topic. I like to think about this stuff. Some different perspectives. Maybe I'll learn something I didn't know, right? Maybe someone will say something. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting take. I haven't looked at it from that perspective. Maybe. Who knows? Only one way to find out, right? Ask. Ask. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'd like to be able to explain or understand graffiti as an art form, not the culture. I know the culture, I don't like the culture, and that's it.
Hold your butts. It's time.
I'm self-taught.
This track ain't seen the light of day in close to 30 years.
I did go to
I'm gonna let her rip, so listen up.
I did have some courses I followed way back when. Still living at my mom's place. She sent me off to some drawing course where I ended up between all these 60 and 70-year-old people. I was like the only 16-year-old. It was like, oh, hey, or courses on Udemy, listen to advice from professionals. So you could say I'm self-taught, but I didn't come up with the stuff I learned on my own. But I did search for it on my own. Don't sleep, don't drink, don't eat like we do.
around the world, but like my bedroom the most. Though you know I won't go away. I got the golden voice, even if ventriloquists couldn't throw away. I need understanding, my presence is demanding. Buy some merch and maybe I can spit it on a stand-in. One mellow, cause the two is seeing double after about 3 drinks. So before I get into trouble, slap you 5 and grab a taxi. Don't even have to ask me if I'm tired. Y'all stay wide like old telephones. I need my time alone in my home. Create my zone prone, cuddling with an old movie on, and I'm gone. So if you're calling me to come back to the streets and get freaked, please, I ain't even tried it.
You personally find it difficult to find people who are in the same corner as yourself that too? As opposed to someone who went to an Academy of Arts. Is that something you noticed too, or how did you handle that? No, not really. Funny enough, the people who went to art school, I have the hardest time with talking about art. I'm not sure why. If that's because of me, or whatever the reason is. I have a hard time talking with people about art who went to art school. Maybe their ego gets in the way. You know, I went to school, you didn't, so I know more. Sure, okay. That's why I'm asking stuff. But I don't talk about art with a lot of people. I have a graffiti buddy of mine, Waste, who I talk a lot to. Because he's very open towards the idea of, you know, figuring out the science behind graffiti rather than its culture. He knows that the advice, graffiti comes from the heart, that's, you know, that's not how you learn or get better at it. Sure, it helps, it makes it more fun, but it's not how graffiti works, right? So he understands that. That's pretty cool, so I can talk to him about that. I ask some advice, you know? Maybe he has a cool idea about something. And if he gets stuck with something, he asks me, maybe I know, maybe we don't. But usually when I talk with people about art and definitions and whatnot, it usually results in, well, I disagree. I want this thing to be that thing because I want it. Yeah, okay, sure. Whatever. So yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, I kind of do. I notice it. Yeah, people who went to art school, I have a harder time talking to. Because people who didn't go are like, well, I didn't go to school, so I don't actually really know. I just do the thing and it works. Oh, don't worry about it, mate. Get as personal as you want. If it gets too personal for me, I just won't answer it. Simple. You're more than welcome. I like that was a good question. Thank you. I like those questions. They make me think.
Lesson 1. Basic hip. Basic to hip is the concept of digging. Dig.
I dig 2Mello's music. It's pretty good. I don't dig his Twitter, but I dig his music. But yeah, I'm well aware that I should know and respect graffiti's history, which I do. I'm trying to learn. But I would like to have some more or deeper going knowledge on it. So, as an art, so I can focus more on the art form and grow with that.
Well, yes.
Tend not to ask them. You don't want to make people uncomfortable over the question. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ask away. Ask all your questions. If I don't want to answer it, I'm just not gonna. I wish more people realize that that's a thing you can do. Someone tweeted something mean at me. Oh no, my life. You can ignore it. You can. Just be honest and be like, yo, I'm not comfortable answering this. Bye. Well, why not? Look up the definition of not comfortable, right? So ask away. If you have any questions, feel free. I won't bite hard. Maybe I will. Fuck you. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, god damn it. I forgot. Shit. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I don't care. I don't care. I care. I do care. I care immensely. Shit. It's fine. I can make it work. But I appreciate you keeping that in mind. Last question before you need to take a break. How are you experiencing the current... stupid question. There's no difference for me. My commissions are completely closed because of the carpal tunnel. So Corona, lockdown or not, I was bored nonetheless. Because I couldn't properly work. And now I am slowly regaining strength. I can work longer and harder each and every day, which is awesome. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, I'm not really focusing on finding commissions, to be honest. But I would think that if you know a little bit of business, it could be easier right now, right? Like a lot of office spaces are closed right now, right? You go like, hey, it's empty now. I can make it look pretty for once. You know, you can get back, right? Give it a little bit of a makeover. Now is the perfect opportunity. Maybe. Something like that. But yeah, since I'm not experienced enough for that and I don't trust my arm, I'm scared to do that. So I haven't focused on it. What people in the arts are dealing with, yeah. I'm kind of curious myself, but the artist usually still stays indoors, right? It really depends. What I'm more trying to figure out is why I can't get my stream to, you know, be a little bit more successful. Just a bit. It doesn't want to. If the carpet towel keeps improving, I hope it'll disappear. which is what you meant. Yeah, I hope so too. It's pretty good. It's going pretty well. I'm feeling pretty good. So, yeah. I need a break too. See you later, Ro. Ooh, one last question for you. If you could change anything about the stream, about my stream, what would you change? If you could change anything to make it better. If that takes too long to answer, then just ignore it and, you know, go do your thing. Should have asked that question earlier. No problem, bro. Now go. Now fuck off. Go enjoy your break. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Oh, I can't wait until I saved up enough money to get a new easel. This fucking thing is so unstable. I say, well, just noticing I didn't lock in the canvas. Oops.
black sash, all blood, everything blood red Adidas. Color coordinated, know the jam when you see us. Flying down the hills on the wheels of steel. Jet set blades on parade in the shade. I'm the type of cat you can't spot in a mirror. Only talk to girls who dress just like Vampira. She got mascara, we got masses. Closet, tear your crew, eyes that glare at you. It's all about blood flow, no love. GG's wet them streets, hell on your knees. You learn to say please, better come to Benton boys. Come to Kagane show and bring your radio. We always ready to go. You know you better get all two of your boys then. That's right, I don't spit fire, I spit poison. Poison. From the can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam.
Ah,
Poison.
gotcha.
Can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam.
Ah, yeah.
Poison. Can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam. Poison. The can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam. I got a lumpy face, my hair is scraggly. I'm all lonely, nobody wants me. Except for the other monsters, we doing monster things. Run your block, cop bones like chicken wings. Spot me watching Nosferatu on loop. Amygdala destroying enigma, yeah that's poison. Rikaku catch my bodies in chairs, I'll massacre. If we ever working together, then that's a fact. Me and my baby on the graveyard steps. Always rock matching ice after blood sacrifice. Parlay with game action to reclaim our reps. Spray with the same passion that you pray for death. Don't need chemical fix for my maniacal tricks. 420 kids walking hell, give me 666. Say if you wanna get with this, form up, join hands, get a knife, share blood, and give your life to the jam. Poison, from the can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam. Poison, from the can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam. Poison, from the can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam. Poison, from the can in my hand. Gonna die for the jam. Grind away on rails that are soaked in your own blood. Point the jam, casting a shadow over your neighborhood. Rokaku wants to gentrify. We just want to petrify. Echolocated like bats, split you like an axe with the rap. Spit a spell in a salt circle and shit. Got you shaking in your boots. GG truth, right and terror.
Right, that's. I'm gonna redo this bit right here. So, yeah. The green is letting not opaque enough. Get it like a solid green without having to put down millions of layers. I don't have that kind of paint. Well, maybe I do, but I'd rather work smart than hard. Because if I work smart and then work hard, ooh. yes, I'm doing. Yeah, just a reminder. If you have any questions regarding art, graffiti, or about me, or whatever, feel free to ask. If I can't answer it, I will. If I don't wanna, I won't. Don't feel shy. There are no dumb questions, just dumb intentions. Like if you're gonna troll me or something, then it better be hilarious. These will be very, very dark, so I don't have to really focus on those, but it's indicate the shapes so that I know where everything needs to go. Get a nice even fill or coverage. Oh, squeaky chair. Squeak some more for me, please. Man, wouldn't it be cool if like a big name artist, graffiti artist, just whoever pops into your head, just comes into chat right now and is like, yo, gonna lurk here and work? That's it, right? Like, what? Hey, hi. If that would happen, I probably wouldn't ask anything of them. Just they, hey, what up? Welcome. How you doing? Happy you found me. Something, something. Enjoy the lurk. And then eat myself up, you know, from the inside, being like, okay, was that professional and cool enough, right? Is that not given a fucky enoughy? I don't know. I'm not famous. I don't know how fast people would or wouldn't speak up. I've met some famous people in my life, and that's the reason why I'm like, okay. The thing that I did back when I met Ike Helgeson, which is a world famous, very talented freestyle snowboarder. I was kind of drunk at the time, and with kinda, I mean very. And I may have fanboyed a little bit too much. Oops. But I was way younger too back then, so you know. Nowadays I wouldn't lose my shit, but you'd still kind of be, I don't know, starstruck, just a little bit. Funny. one of my close friends, Scarf Darko. And before I met him, became friends, I already knew of his music. So I was a little starstruck. I told him that years after. And he was like, wait, what? Really? Why? I said, I don't know. That was pretty funny. That was pretty cool. understand the concept of love. Well, let that dry. Okay, next.
Free love was too tame for him.
Sorry for blocking the view. I am thirsty. I'm gonna grab some to drink. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Tame for him. Tame for him. Free love was too tame for him.
Hey, thank you for being patient with me. Wow, 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 wow.
Monster. That's nice. And you're ready to flow.
Floyd. Floyd, jongen. Hey boy. Hier. Maar zit. Goed, zo. Brave boy. I heard something, so I thought he was doing something he wasn't supposed to, but I guess it was wrong. That happens. I'm wrong pretty often. Which is fine. I don't like it, but you know. Learning opportunities. I don't know why I said it that weird. Yeah, is anyone in? I'm down for a nice conversation. Is anyone there? Well, I want a history lesson.
Nine a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point.
I always hear whip your dicks out. I don't know why. Maybe because I have an immature sense of humor. Real big fan of offensive humor. But it's a double-edged sword. If it's offensive humor just for the sake of being offensive, then it's probably not that funny. Oh, come on. Really? Nice. Neighbors are drilling stuff in their wall. Yeah.
Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9.
Okay, so one layer of white did the trick.
Wants to come. 6 to point. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand.
Now, I'm no carpenter, but I feel like using a drill on the wall, unlike you just
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
pull the trigger for like 10%, that's not how you do that. I think.
Check me out, y'all.
8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? Place 6.
Okay, next time I go out to buy paint, I'm getting double the amount of white.
Now, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants the hardcore?
At least for this type of painting.
4 fours to point. Mark 4.
I really want to get into oil paints, actually. An airbrush. I have an airbrush machine. Bought it last year. It's been sitting in my closet, waiting for the moment to be used for the first time. I haven't even turned that thing on. Nothing. Each year here where I live, we get holiday money, right? It's like this many percent of a monthly income. Little bonus somewhere in March, which I used to get an airbrush machine, but my hand was still really hurting at the time, so I was afraid to use it because you have to constantly press, right? But I'm starting to feel better and better and better, so yeah. Won't be too long before I can finally start using that thing. I still need the some cleaning solution for it. Some actual paints. The airbrush came with some, you know, test paints, but something tells me that the paint the gun came with is awful. Yo, you gonna dig this. Very wet. I don't like it. Yeah, I know what it just said. Man, I really wish Twitch would just let us use our own. What's the word I'm looking for? Tags? Like searchable tags? As far as I know, graffiti isn't one of them. Which sucks. Yeah. This song will get me blocked from a couple of countries. I wonder why.
You know my love is sweet. Yes, I'm cooking for my son and his wife. It's his 30th birthday. Pour berries into my bowl at the milk of 2 months ago. It's more than mom, isn't it? I don't give a flying fuck about. It's fruit nouveau. It's fruit nouveau. The shape of love.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. Gotcha. Wait, this is...
You know my love is sweet. You were born in the 60s. We made the war with the Vietnamese. We love at sea. We die easily. Can we just say, shut up? So what? Say what? For your own sake. Do you have a headache or a heartbreak? I'm broken by the birthday cake. You and me so on the object.
Gonna block the view for a bit.
In the birthday cake. So what? Say what? For my own sake. Watch out, yo. Here come you. I'm gonna change your rotten sake. Turn up the TV. Do you agree? Yeah. I'm taking turkey. Take it from me. I'm gonna show my love for my dad, but it's more than mom, isn't it? Extra sugar, extra salt, extra oil, energy. Extra sugar, extra salt, extra oil, energy.
Ah, this sucks. Really need to find a better way to better process painting this kind of stuff. I'm so annoyed by the ridges the masking tape leaves. I tried sanding it down pretty aggressively. Nope. No deal. It's especially noticeable on the K. I really don't like it. But you know, I guess that's another learning opportunity. Still working on getting the planes, different planes up the piece to get that properly aligned, so I can actually see what it is I'm supposed to be doing. This will be dark, so it's fine if it's a little. This bit here, though, really needs to be. This needs to disappear. Because I figured I don't have to 100% precisely tape this thing. Just the background. That was the idea. But it needs something more. It needs more care than that. Can't just tape it, remove it, and expect a fully flat, beautifully painted picture. Nope. The paint will 100% stack and leave ridges that do not look very good. Yo. Yeah, I think next time I'll go live, I'll try something like a graffiti study or something like that. Just a bit of practice. I think that'd be pretty interesting to do. Then again, art streaming might not be the best thing to focus on. When I first started streaming my artwork, it was to stay focused. I had no choice but to focus. So that kind of helped in getting actual work done. And that went pretty good for a while when Twitch still liked the creative section. But they don't anymore. Bit of a downer. Especially with that whole idea of them putting creative in the IRL section. I think that's the biggest middle finger Twitch has put up for the creative section.
I like it, I like it. I don't like it. Not at all. I don't like it. Not at all. Not at all. I don't like it. Not at all. I don't like I don't like it. Take it easy.
Just feels good.
Did I just forget? I forgot an enormous piece right here. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Yes. Ooh, hoo. Yeah. I need some help on that 10. Man, I wonder when I will meet my Allison. Or find her. Make yourself a promise. Not to get emotion now. Desire unstable. Taking a glass at you. You were at the disco. Whoa, whoa. Then I'll have to dance with you. Not cool. Yes, I see myself in that glass. Set the toast to the girl in aisle 10. I see you at the corner of the night, shining Pardon me. My spirit animal was music, it would be this track. Back in the day, like early 2000s, turned on my OG Xbox, put in Jet Set Radio, talked to Row Boy at the garage, put this song on repeat. That's how I did it before YouTube existed. That was the only way I knew I could listen to this song. This will be clean. This will all be dark, so this is good. This is fine. Oh my god, this brush sucks. Stop curving upwards. Fucking hell. Alright, a little break. I have to feed my dog. Be back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere, or do. Whatever. Figure it out. I'm not your babysitter.
swelling act of sex.
Alright, it looks a lot better. It's getting pretty dark in here. The Latch Brothers. Do you guys know who those are? You might be surprised. Everyone who knows who the Latch Brothers are gets a cookie. You'll have to get your own cookie though.
I can do another.
Hey, I completely forgot this part. Nice. Well, I didn't forget, I just missed it. Okay. Wrong. Man, acrylic medium looks like jizz. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's do another layer of green on the halo. Maybe then it'll actually start looking good. Hey, seconde. Oh. Alright. It's so quiet in here. There's no one in. There's no one here. None of the old squad ever shows up again. Too bad. Maybe People moved on. Maybe I waited too long. Kind of saddens me. I really, really tried my best. But then life happened. It really does feel like all those years I put into the stream. Well, I did learn a lot, so that's good. I definitely did grow as an artist, and streaming absolutely helped with that, but the direction Twitch is taking, I'm feeling like, well, you know, fuck. This isn't working. It's not working. Maybe I should start focusing on different bits. Which I don't want to do, because I like streaming. If this is, you know, ultimately fruitless, just, no, there's a big chance this is just, I'm just stagnating myself at the moment. By putting way too much effort, time, and money into a platform that doesn't even want me here. Oh, I don't mean it like, well, you know, everyone. Of course, they don't personally want you here. They do want you here. Blah blah blah. Stream money. Blah. I'm talking business-wise, right? Creative section was flourishing 2-3 years ago. And now all the different streamers I see, no new viewers. Always the same people tuning in and out. Very few hit a concurrent 100 viewers. Very few. And is that the streamer or is it the platform, you know? Makes me wonder. Maybe I should start focusing on YouTube again. Film the process, explain the process, make a nice little edit and montage off of it. Keep the live streams on YouTube. Maybe that'll help. Because the longer I stay on Twitch, the more I feel like it's a fruitless effort. It's fruitless. It does nothing. I don't know. What it definitely does is sadden me. Even Sam Green was struggling. That dude has over 1 million subs on YouTube. He's so popular. Barely broke 50 concurrent viewers. It's ridiculous. Is it the stream, or are we just not trying hard enough? Are we not entertaining? Or is it the platform? It could very well be that, you know, me personally, I'm just not entertaining enough. That's very possible. Maybe it's something worth looking into. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm calling it a day here. For anyone who tuned in and lurked the entire day or whatever, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Behave yourselves, but not too much. That's boring. See ya later.